So, welcome back, everybody, to this Sunday's call, the 19th of July. If I look like I have been crying, I kind of was because we were having a lovely little moment just about the connections that have been fostered through me and Tammy's, I guess. Our relationship, our friendship, and our communities crossing over so much. And so, yeah, we were just having a lovely moment about that, and it brought up the tears in my eyes. The door that I cracked open last week was to imagine your journal as a companion that's always there for you no matter what. And there's that unconditional presence, always has your back and doesn't need for you to have your shit together. This week is to imagine your journal and experience your journal as both a compass and a collaborator. They are two doors, but they live really close together. How I use my journal really as a compass is to use something else first, right? So in the world, I might use cards. I have this fabulous card deck, and that is just like imagery. They're contemplation cards. And there are times when I might just be a little bit uneasy and I don't know why. And I'll go through this deck of cards and I'll look for an image that somehow is a representation of the feeling. Like, I don't know what this is, but it's like that, right? So one of these cards in this deck, it's back in this deck now because I had pinned it to my notice board for almost 3 years, right? That's how long I was contemplating one image on a card that seemed to speak to some sort of a dynamic that was within me that I had no language for and couldn't touch any other way. So that card became part of my journal practice in the sense that it was a constant meditation for me, a constant image to refer to as I sought language within myself. I tried to find the language through my journaling practice. So in terms of a compass, that's how I would work it as a compass. I will find something. It could be, for another couple of years, I was studying Lieutenant Dan from Forrest Gump. Lieutenant Dan's character arc seemed to have something to teach me. And so that became, a kind of a question in my journaling, or a compass, or that is some kind of a coordinate. So you might bring something to the page. So this might be an inquiry that hasn't even formed itself into a question yet. It can just be an unease, a disease. You're having an experience that you still haven't figured out how to speak to yet, or even understand for yourself. This is where your journal can help, is by using symbols and bringing them to your journal to practice language around them. Mostly visual language that will eventually lead itself to words, And then the collaboration piece is using your journal as, something that you're building with. This is not like the confession part. This is like maybe a decision, a piece of work, a plan, a way through something. There was one, I used it to map a summer one time. I really wanted to do this one thing during the summer, and I did a series of journaling, just pages in kind of like envisioning it, and it happened. Like, this thing that I never imagined that would happened when I kind of envisioned it. And I have a few examples where I have had these vision paintings where they will come through to me and offer me some kind of just something to meditate on that I know, again, is trying to come through, but I don't have the language for it yet. Your journal as a compass means that whether it is a poem, whether it is an image, your journal can help you locate yourself. Sometimes when you don't know where you are and you feel like you're lost at sea, it has happened to me where the only coordinates I have is that poem. It's literally the only map I have right now. My way of coordinating myself is locating myself within, especially the journey poems. Like Mary Oliver's The Journey, and I have a caterpillar poem, going through the whole process and being able to locate myself within that poem. It has been also something about like helping me understand that, there is an unfolding process in spite of it being a mysterious one. So that's really what I mean by like a compass and a collaborator. It helps me locate myself and then also collaborates with me in figuring a way through. These sessions, Wednesdays and Sundays that we have, some people find that they want more. Do keep an eye out, because I am putting something together for anyone who does want to work a little bit more closely like this with me in a smaller group setting. I'll tell you about that in time. Not now, I'm just giving you a heads up now.